time now for the Game Day Mailbag. Last week we told you that we were going to send out some shout-outs to you and let you interact with us here. Well, we already got some good questions that came in on our Twitter handle. You can do that every week now from here on out. At GBN Mobile is our Twitter handle. Make sure you follow us there and tweet us for these questions. Time now for the mailbag. Taylor, what do we have?
All right, first one up is from @MaxK48Beast. Sounds like a football play. What do you think of the Fairfax Rebels?
I'll let Bruce answer this one. Go
I
ahead,
didn't know
Bruce.
we had YouTube thingy.
Yeah, we have YouTube. We have a YouTube thingy, and yeah, we have Twitter too. Yeah.
Love the Rebels. Have since the rain game of several years ago. I always liked that product. I'm still waiting for them to get there, though. Love them.
Well, they're going to get there this year. I mean, Nick Scott, he was our athlete of the week this week, player of the week, and for good reason. I mean, 200 plus, almost 278 yards total offense. Had a 75-yard touchdown called back. And this guy's a premier player, and Fairfax will win a lot of games because of him, but also because of the supporting cast. And I think Coach Simons has done a great job with this program. Watch the Fairfax Rebels. I'm telling you, you heard it right here. Watch them. I love the way they're playing right now.
All right, next one up is from @the_DC Sports Fan. And I like this question because this is something where you really got to think about it. There's so many great running backs this year, but who are your top 5 guys?
Whew, I mean, this is tough. This is a unique year, I think, for running backs. It really is. I mean, we've had years in the past where we've had 1 or 2, maybe 3 or 4 guys. We might have 10 guys that deserve to be on this list, but I'll narrow it down to 5.
Well, let me ask you this question, though, Andy. Is this one of those lists, though, where you start with A.J. Turner and everybody else is fighting for second place?
I'm starting with A.J., but I'm telling you, it's not 1 and then 2. It's 1A, 1B, 1C. There's guys that have just as much talent. I just mentioned one of them. I'd go A.J. Turner. He'd be my number 1 guy. I'd go Nick Scott, number 2. I would go M.J. Stewart, number 3. I would take Tyler Thrasher, Walker, and Joe Wilson as my 4 or 5. You could flip those 2 guys. And you might put Joe Wilson at number 1. I mean, he's that good. But that's how I have my top 5. And then that excludes Noah Reimers. I mean, what that guy's doing is unbelievable.
And Javon Purvis.
And Javon Purvis. And Sterling Daly.
If the Raiders would just give Purvis the ball once in a while in a game instead of going after being pass happy, feed this kid the rock and he'll take you to the promised land.
There's a lot of great tailbacks, but again, I go Turner, Nick Scott, M.J. Stewart, Joe Wilson, Tyler Thrasher, Walker. I think those are the 5 that probably scare defensive coordinators more than anything. Great question, by the way. Great question.
All right, next one up is from @DLittlesler. I think I said that right. That's a lot. That's a lot of synonyms there. All right, with the new VHSL alignment.
We'll teach you to read by next show. But go ahead.
That's D. Little Senior.
D. Little. Oh wow. I'm about as new to this as Bruce is with Twitter. With the new VHSL alignment, it's possible that the Stonewall Jackson versus Hilton matchup was a preview of the 6A title game, and how?
Well, it could happen. It could happen. Yes, it can, because they're on different sides. Yes, they are. Hilton is in 6A South. They have to go through the beach area to get back.
How can Hilton be in? See, I thought it wasn't impossible because I thought they're on the same side.
No, they're not on the same side. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's
You're
what
sure
he's saying.
about that?
I'm positive about that. Hilton is on the south end of 6A, whereas Stonewall is on the north end up here with all the Concord teams. So in reality, yes, it could happen. It ain't happening. It's not happening. There's a couple good reasons why it's not happening. It's called Oscar Smith and Centerville, or Lake Braddock. Those are the reasons. But in theory, it could. And that is a kind of a unique thing where you have teams up here. They're not that far from each other. They play on opposite sides of the bracket. So
I guess there has to be a line somewhere. And the line must go somewhere between Manassas and Dumfries.
Yes. I think that's exactly what we're saying. But it could possibly happen, which would be kind of unique. Never know. Hey, Hilton's a great football team. So is Stonewall. I mean, they could both get back.
All right, next one up. It's kind of ironic that this is a question that was asked. We did talk about this a little bit, guys. That's from @Nova High School Football. Centerville seems to be the most dominant team in Northern Virginia. Does Westfield have anything to say about that, Bruce?
Absolutely, 150,000,000% they do. Look out. Was it you, Taylor, earlier on the show that said, Westfield's not getting a lot of publicity right now, or not a lot of
Yeah, but
talk
they
or a lot
prefer
of
it that
chatter
way.
about them. They like it that way. Westfield's coming out of nowhere. You watch this. Again, I make this point almost every week. You're probably getting sick of hearing it. Go back to 2000 when Westfield and Stonebridge opened. You won't find more successful programs. Westfield, yeah. Centerville, look out. What's happened to Westfield in the playoffs the last 2 years? Can I say Centerville? Can I say West Springfield? Okay? Westfield, now it's their turn to turn around and go the other way.
Listen, I'm going to say this about Westfield. You never count the Bulldogs out.
That's what I'm trying to say. I just didn't get it out right.
I'm going to help you because you confused me and I'm on your side. But the truth is that Westfield will have something to say about it, but I don't know what they say will really matter when it's all said and done, because I think the Centerville team is the premier team this area has seen in a long time. Look back at 2011 when Centerville beat Westfield in the Northern Region Championship game and then went on to the state title game. They got beat by Oscar Smith. This team for Centerville is way more talented than that team. Sorry, Connor Coward and Manny Smith and Kenny Canham. Love you guys, man. This team is better, okay? They're better on defense. They have more depth. They're better on offense. They have more weapons. The quarterback play, tremendous with Scott Walter. I don't think he gets enough credit. Westfield has a lot of the same kind of players, but then they start running out of them at key positions. Guys that have tons of experience, they don't have that at quarterback. They don't have the line play that they've had in years past. Not yet. Now maybe it comes along. They don't play Centerville till later in the year, so maybe. But Westfield is the one team that typically plays Centerville X's and O's wise the best out there. And they have been able to beat Centerville because of that. I'm not going to let anybody come into this one. I believe Centerville is the number one team. Westfield, I have a chance to have a say, but it's on Centerville to lose that one. That's my opinion. I don't think anybody's going to beat them in this area. It's just my personal take. Chantilly people aren't going to like that either, but they're that good. That's it, right?
That's it. Mailbag's empty.
Hey, mailbag is empty, and folks, we're out of time. We are out of time here on the Gameday Broadcast Network for this week's edition of Gameday All Access. Again, tweet us your questions each week. Make sure you tune in on Thursday night. We got 6 games for you right here online at GamedayMagazine.com and a couple more on Friday. You guys have a great week. For Bruce Bornhart, Taylor Jensen, we'll see you next time here on the Gameday Broadcast Network. I'm Andy Hayes. Take care.
The Gameday Broadcast Network is proud to present high school football. This exclusive broadcast is being powered by Integrated Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy. Get back in the game of life. Manhattan Pizza, now serving Ashburn, South Riding, and Leesburg with the best dang pizza in the world. Verizon Wireless, the official wireless provider of the Gameday Broadcast Network. Diamond Sports Training. Train with DST Performance today. Bellator Sports Memorabilia, the premier sports memorabilia store in Northern Virginia. EndZoneCamera.com, the most efficient and affordable end zone camera system on the market. The Spine and Joint Health Center, offering patients superior, results-oriented care. Proudly serving Northern Virginia with the finest spine and joint care. Quarterback University, take your skill to the next level and enhance your future today. By Max Muscle Sports Nutrition. Max Muscle, partners in health. Atlanta Bread Company of Sterling. Come for the food, stay for the culture.